Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic review.
I'm Laura London, and this is the Crimson Deck.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. I hope you're ready for another Magic review, because that's what I do. I review the latest and the greatest stuff that is now just hitting the shelves. You're hearing about it and you want to know if it's any good. These are Magic reviews that you want to watch, magic tricks that you want to know more about. If that sounds like the kind of stuff you like, make sure you hit like and subscribe, hit your notifications, and make sure you're all dialed in so that you're notified when those next reviews go live. Today, we're gonna look at the Crimson Deck from Laura London and the other brothers. All right, the Crimson Deck, what is it? It is a gaff trick. It's a gaff trick. I don't know if it's a deck. It's a gaff trick. It's a deck with some gaffs in it that enables you to not only freely shuffle the deck in front of the spectator, but also be able to do some pretty cool forces. I always ask the same exact questions every single time I do a Magic review, just to make sure that you get honest and factual reviews every single time. Let's go. All right, so you watch the trailer, you're intrigued, you hit purchase, the mailman brings it to your door, you get a box, you open it, you look inside. What is it? It's a really nice box. It's a really nice box. It's all done in these like cool, bright graphics. Inside, you're getting a deck of cards. You're getting a normal deck of cards, and then you're getting 5 gimmicked cards, and then you're getting a download video that is roughly 36 minutes long. All right, so is it what I thought? Did the trailer fool me? I really didn't know what to think. There wasn't enough in the trailer to kind of make a guess. I guess it wasn't what I thought because the title is Crimson Deck, and usually when you say deck, I assume the entire deck is gaffed, but that is not the case here. How are the angles on this? The angles are really good. I don't think there's any bad angles on this because, like I said, there's only 5 trick cards in the entire deck. And so it's pretty easy to navigate around 5 cards. And can it be inspected? Like I said, the beginning part, the magician can freely shuffle the cards in front of the spectator. I think if I handed the deck to the spectator and had them go through it casually, they might not see it. I mean, 5 cards could easily go unnoticed, but I wouldn't risk it. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the download video? There's a couple of different videos. They're kind of all broken up, but they're pretty much all filmed with a stationary camera and no microphone. As far as what's taught on the video, like I said, there's 4 videos in all. Laura London does an intro and she does an outro. She does a welcome and a thank you. And then there's her live performance. It's at a diner with 3 people. Again, stationary camera, no mic. Her trick is pretty straightforward. It's just, the basic workings of the deck. A card is freely selected. The spectator puts it back in the deck goes in the box, and then Laura reveals it through mentalism. Then Nicholas Lawrence comes in, and he and another guy are at a table. Again, no mic. And in this trick, a card is selected and lost, and then Nicholas makes several different piles with the deck. And then the spectator is able to watch his selected card jump down the row and then end up in the card box. Then it's the other brother's turn to do a card trick. Again, a card is selected and lost. This one is done only with 9 cards though. He doesn't even use the entire deck, and it is also a cards across trick. Is it well made? Like I said, it is a standard deck, and then the gaffs are also standard cards, but they've been modified. It's a very old principle. You might even own some of the let's call it the arts and crafts items or the tools that it would take to make cards like this. All right, so how much practice does this require? I said earlier, this is an older principle, right? This is not a brand new principle in card magic, and you probably own cheaper gaff decks of cards that enable and use this same principle. So I would guess you're probably already familiar with the principle and you'll be able to navigate it very easily. Positives. All right, so what are the positives? The Crimson deck is the forcing deck that you can shuffle beforehand. Great for card vanishes, card across routines, and so much more. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? You know, around here, I always say there's good and bad to everything. To make sure everything's above board and factual and honest, I always gotta share with you the things I like and the things I don't like, because this is your money. It's your money, and I want you to buy tricks that you're going to love. First off, I didn't really love the force aspect of this. I realized Laura London is trying to stream down older, more traditional forcing decks. She's trying to stream it down so that the force is kind of in a smaller window. But I think once you put it in that smaller window, it's then harder to hit. She kind of does a timing force when she's demonstrating it, and she demonstrates it so fast. There's so much more on these videos about the tricks than there are about just how to actually hit that force. I would have appreciated more time spent in the videos about how to spread the cards toward the spectator and make them take the card that you want, and what to do if they try to be silly with you and try to grab cards from over here or over here, like some spectators do, and then maybe give you a couple of other forces along with the first one. Second, and I'll say it again, I take issue when designers create something and they say it's a deck when it's not a deck. This could just have easily have been sold as the 5 gaff cards in an envelope, and you could have inserted it into your normal deck, and it would have cut down on cost, cut down on shipping, cut down on everything. So when if you say a stripper deck, every single card is gimmicked. If you say a Svengali deck, it's a Mirage deck, Invisible deck, it's in a complete deck where the entire thing is gaffed. So when you say Crimson deck, I kind of assume that you've modified everything. Adding 5 gimmicked cards to an already existing deck, it feels more like a trick. I would have called it, the Crimson effect, or, the Crimson trick. All that leads into, is it worth your money? It's $40. $40, again, seems really high. I don't know what happened to the price point here. I don't know if it was all spent on the beautiful box, because, really, the instructional video, stationary camera and no microphone, it's kind of filmed really fast. It didn't look like it was filmed with a lot of time and attention. And again, $40 for a standard deck with only 5 extra cards, it seems a little high, especially when there are other cheaper decks that utilize this same force that are like $8. Of course I realized Laura and the other brothers wanted to give you a finished product so that you could buy it and have it ready to go. But even then, it still feels a little high price point wise, but you be the judge. All right, so who would like this? I think fans of forcing decks, but who would appreciate a forcing deck that's a little bit more examinable, as far as like spread it across the table, show every card different, or shuffleable, at the beginning of a trick, I think would definitely like the Crimson deck from Laura London and the other brothers. Hey, that's everything I can say. Of course, I want to thank Murphy's Magic Supplies for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you would like to purchase it for yourself, you can find it wherever quality Murphy's Magic products are sold. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.